Yeah, the conference championship, we played really well on Monday. Thanks, by the way. We played really well on Monday, 36 holes. And, I mean, you play golf, you understand, like, shotgun starts, you get on the wrong side of the golf course and the wind starts blowing. And our finishing stretch was a lot tougher than a lot of other teams' finishing stretches. And if you look at our scorecard, we certainly met a bunch of bogeys coming in. And, I mean, it's just part of the tournament. It's part of college golf. So, I think with 5 holes to play, we were in 4th place and had a chance to advance and just met a few bogeys coming in. It's golf. It's going to happen. But overall, I mean, the season, I'm really proud of the guys. I'm super proud and happy for them being able to advance to our first postseason as a Division II program. And before we get too deep into this, I do want to publicly thank our 2 graduating seniors, non-returning seniors, Carter Lewis and Alex Copenhaver. They both come in, in a time of, we had transition and we had the pandemic, and it was just kind of an odd time. And they've been through some stuff that, a lot of student athletes didn't have to worry about. So I just wanted to make sure I thank them, and, they were part of the process to get us to where we are. And whatever they decide to do after school, I know that they're going to be successful, and I just wanted to thank them for being a part of this.
Coach, you guys, the regional tournament is going to be next week. You guys are playing in Albuquerque, New Mexico?
Las
Cruces, excuse me.
Yeah.
So, Coach, I mean, thoughts on the golf course, thoughts on you guys' fit for the golf course? I mean, just talked about the prep leading up to that.
Don't know a lot about the golf course yet. Plan on doing some course prep this week. I have talked to a couple of friends of mine who have played events out there before. It seems like it's a typical desert-style course, big fairways, not a lot outside the fairways other than dirt and sand maybe. Probably will be at a little bit of elevation, so that'll be a touch different for us than what we're used to here in East Texas. Overall, it's just a golf course. It's fairways, greens. If the team that makes the most putts is probably going to advance, or the teams that make the most putts. So this week, we plan on trying to work on some putting stuff, because I don't think we've putted that well the last 3 events, and I think that we probably just need to get out there and putt a little bit more and just get a better feel of our stroke and what the greens are doing. And once we get there, we get settled in, and we'll see where it takes us, because we know we're good. When we're playing our best golf, we know we can beat anybody. So we're not too concerned about all of that. We're not a quote-unquote Cinderella story. It's just we just have to make sure that we're prepared and ready to go once we get there.
Coach, you guys have it's been a mixed bag of contributors, really, but 3 consistent names at the top this semester, at least: Jackson Nager, Seth Campbell, Jay Sherrow. Those 3 have really kind of stepped up and led the top half of this team. What about those 3 guys? What has it been that you've seen specifically from those 3 that have been just so awesome for you?
Those 3 guys have all individually been through some adversity in some capacity. All 3, a couple guys had some similar adversity, but all 3 have been through something. Jackson has probably been the most consistent, though, if you look at the rankings, he's the lowest of the ranking of the 3. Still trying to figure that out, but Seth has had a phenomenal year. I mean, from beginning to end, I think he's currently ranked 9th in the country right now individually. First team all-conference, which is a great accomplishment in the conference we're in. So I'm super proud of him and the season he's had. Jay come out the gates hot, obviously, in the spring. He was hurt in the fall, so didn't get to play in the fall. And kind of looking at just golf in general, he took 4 months off and didn't swing a golf club. And then he comes out and shoots 11 under par, first event in the spring. And, maybe we should all take 4 months off. But yeah, all 3 of those guys have led us, and how they play is how we play collectively, and that's kind of what you want in college golf. You want your top 3 guys to be, your race horses, so to speak, and and then you've got to figure out how to find your 4 and 5 that give you a consistent, 4th counting score. And I like where we are. Everybody, like you said, everybody's contributed in some capacity, and searching for that, when you have some depth like we do, it becomes a challenge to try to find who's going to play well this week. And when you got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys that you can kind of flip a coin and just give us a counting score, so to speak. And if you look at the last 3 events, we haven't played very consistently in that 4 and 5 spot. We could even say the 3 spot in some events, but if we can get a little more consistency or a little, I'm going to use a golf term here, ham and egg. If we can just ham and egg it a little bit better in that 4 or 5 spot, we can compete with anybody.